So after creating the drop of the drop idea for the first song, then I wanted to build an intro. So intros normally start with some form of musical referencing for what's coming up for DJs and that for dance floor music. So basically, like if you start with no sounds to set the beat or set the BPM, then DJs have a ain't gonna play a tune because they ain't gonna mix it in. They ain't gonna be able, well, really skilled DJs mix anything in, but like hang on a sec. Yes, you need to give some sort of identification of like what's coming up groove wise and what's going to happen. So an easy way to do that is to start with the hats and like, you know, something to delineate the first beat, like this crash hit. It's also an impacty sound, and then obviously, you know, these hats here. Similar. So, you know, we'll start off with just those sounds. It's not a terrible place to start. Drum and bass really doesn't have a lot to it in the intros sometimes. Unfortunately, my musical skills, there's sometimes a lot of musical embellishment in the first part of drum and bass tracks. My music theory skills don't extend that far currently, and it's something that I really need to work on. And also, just time for the project. I wanted to build an intro that sounded drum and bass and was maybe quite minimal, considering the start of the tune is pretty heavy. So I didn't want it to be like all go the whole way through. With that in mind, we needed some sort of atmosphere to bring in at the start of the tune, and so I used a sample like this sound here, and then on top of that sound used another sound to give it some light. Blended them both together. Ooh, that didn't play, did it? So yeah, lovely, nice little start. Sort of building tension, doing its job, nothing too much. And then we have the sound to let people know that it's going to be pretty evil on drum and bass. This sound is also a way of introducing the bass line. Although the bass is slightly off where it should be. I think it should be there. What I've done here is taken the riff, and we obviously want to sort of let people know what's coming up. So the first impact sound of the riff, after it's bounced into audio, has been popped into a separate channel, and then I've basically cut the rest out, so we're not letting people know too early on what's coming up. And then yeah. So it's not too much of a giveaway. We've filtered some of the low end out. Also helps the drop be more impactful when it comes in. We've wetted it up and put some delay on it, and then put even more wetness on it. Maybe it needs a little bit less. There we go. Lovely. So there we go. Some just cut. Still left the same musical phrases in the same places, but I just cut some bits out of it and moved it around so it's not instantly recognisable. Obviously it's very light and airy, so I wanted to have some more impact, full version of it come through just before the drop. Here we go. So all I've done here, kept the same sound, just taking the delay and reverb off because it was causing it to be, you know, really loose, and now I want it to be a little bit more recognisable before the drop. So yeah, there, all I've done. So this is the whole phrase. With that filter in it, it's, you know, still not letting the sub through. You get a nice little part of the sub as it pitches down in the riff here. You know what? It needs to come over slightly. This is what I want to move. There we go, look. Boom. So yeah, it's above 100 hertz here the whole time. It's getting down to 41 here. So we want to keep it about 100 hertz there, and then have this nice little rip. Then all I did was you know, cut it and bounce it out into slightly faster sections. Probably get rid of this one before the drop, when this will be in the mix down phase and everything, but you know, get rid of this sound so it's not too impactful. Oh yeah, lovely. Then we've got an intro. Cool. Aha! That's probably quite an important part of the intro. Drums. So yeah, you obviously at the start of a track you want some sort of low information, little bursts of it. So we've got this kick here from the main drums. What I've done with this rack is I've set it into dry wet for processing. Oh. So here, this is completely dry and there's no reverb on it. Don't even need this plug-in. And then here it's completely wet but high passed to about 800. So we're just getting like some bassy reverb basically going on. The intros are usually full of reverb. We obviously don't want those bass tones being, you know, treated like that in the drop. So I've split the drums off into a separate track, split it, affected it, and then we're just filtering it into the drop. So it starts off with a low pass to take the high end information out, and then gradually the low pass releases as we build towards the drop, and then just before the drop I'm high passing the low end information out, just so we get some more impact in the drop and a little bit of compression here. So drums sound like this. Lovely. And so now we have a nice little drop section after and we really have the start of a song to a degree. There is one sound in there that I forgot to mention, which is just the lasery lead sound. So I'd create it from the drop, for using the drop, and I'm just referencing that in the intro so we know it's coming. So yeah, nice intro into a drop. Well, you get the picture.